No one saw this coming, but it could end up having a bigger impact on the Browns than most people realize. Just when it seemed the offensive line was set for training camp, a new development completely changed the landscape. Suddenly, a major decision is back on the table, one that could shape the offense for the start of the regular season. The front office now faces a choice, and Browns fans have every reason to keep a close eye on the next steps. But first, hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss a single update. Now, let's get to the heart of the matter. The big question is whether that experience outweighs the risk. On one hand, the Browns know exactly what they would get with Ethan Posich. He knows the system, has already built chemistry with the offensive line group, and was playing at an acceptable level before suffering his Achilles injury. His PFF grade ranked him 19th out of 37 centers evaluated, making him a solid and reliable, albeit not elite, option. More importantly, he allowed only 2 sacks and committed just 2 penalties, demonstrating that while he might not dominate every matchup, he rarely hurts the team with costly errors. For an offensive line that has struggled with consistency, that kind of reliability still holds value. The other side of the argument is impossible to ignore. Pochich's injury history goes well beyond last season's torn Achilles. Throughout his NFL career, he has dealt with knee injuries, a concussion, and a back injury that landed him on the injured reserve list. This pattern naturally raises concerns for any front office trying to build a durable offensive line. If Cleveland brings him back as the starting center and another injury occurs, the coaching staff could once again be forced to shuffle multiple positions mid-season. That is exactly the kind of instability the Browns are trying to eliminate as they head into training camp. This explains why Andrew Berry spent the offseason adding versatile players to the offensive line. Players capable of lining up at guard, tackle, and center give the Browns flexibility should further injuries arise. Adding veterans alongside younger talent also aligns with the organization's philosophy of blending experience with long-term development, rather than relying exclusively on one or the other. Bringing Pochich back wouldn't necessarily block the future. On the contrary, it could create a smoother transition while younger players continue to develop under the guidance of a seasoned veteran. Financially, the situation appears viable. Posich previously signed a 3-year, $18 million contract extension, averaging about $6 million per season. Given his age, his recent injury, and the current market for centers, a contract in a similar range would make sense if there were mutual interest. However, there are no signs that a deal is imminent. As a free agent, he is expected to test the market, while the Browns seem comfortable with the offensive line options they have already assembled. This means Cleveland can afford to be patient rather than rushing into a deal. There is another interesting aspect to this story. If Pochich returns healthy, Todd Monken would have greater flexibility to keep Elton Jenkins at guard, the position where both his past performance and Monken's own comments suggest he plays best. If Posich does not return, the Browns could turn to a rookie like Parker Brailsford. However, expecting a 5th-round pick to immediately take over one of the offensive line's most critical communication roles carries obvious risks. Having a veteran available while a young player develops might ultimately be the safer path. For now, the most significant news is that Pochich has reportedly been medically cleared and is fully participating in pre-training camp activities. This alone changes the landscape, as teams seeking offensive line reinforcements now know he is game-ready. Whether that future lies in Cleveland or elsewhere remains one of the most intriguing questions of the Browns' offseason. It all comes down to what Andrew Berry values most: continuity, versatility, youth, or proven experience. Re-signing Ethan Posich could immediately stabilize the offensive line, but opting not to do so would signal total confidence in the new group already assembled. Either decision will reveal a great deal about how the Browns plan to protect their offense this season. If you enjoyed this analysis, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and click the option appearing on your screen right now. That is where you will find the latest Browns news, in-depth analysis, and exclusive updates firsthand. Content you won't want to miss. One thing is certain, this update has reignited a discussion that many Browns fans thought was already settled. Ethan Posich's recovery has given Cleveland another legitimate option for one of the offense's most important positions. Whether the front office decides to bring him back or move forward with the current group, the decision will directly impact how quickly the offensive line can build chemistry for the upcoming season. Training camp should provide the answers everyone is waiting for. If the Browns believe their younger options are ready, they may choose to stick with their established plan. If they decide that experience is too valuable to overlook, Posich could return to a familiar environment and resume protecting the interior of the offensive line. In any case, the coming weeks will be pivotal. A healthy Ethan Posich offers Cleveland flexibility, something every NFL team values when preparing for a long season. The Browns now face another decision, and it will be fascinating to see whether they prioritize continuity with a proven veteran or fully commit to the new generation of talent already on the roster. Now it's your turn. Do you think the Browns should bring him back? Or is it time to move forward with the players already on the roster? Leave your opinion in the comments. I want to know what you think. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay up to date with all the latest Browns news, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any breaking news. Thanks for watching, and be sure to click on the next video appearing on your screen right now for more Cleveland Browns content. See you there.